Welcome everyone, this is Isaac. This topic I'm going to be talking about today is called Check Up from the Neck Upwards. What is the purpose of these podcasts and blog posts? Why am I doing this? I want to inspire hope. I want to live life to the fullest. I want to die handsome or kill time and bury my haunting past in the pages of printed copies of this media. I want to pretend I'm not hurting or hunting for peace and security. I want to live life like a king when I feel helpless and despondent, and that is the truth. Why? When fate ties you into a knot, you are a good citizen and an honest taxpayer, a hard-working family man, and brought up in a respectable, poverty-stricken yet a good family Christian religious values. Yeah. You were loyal to your country before and after the struggle and had high hopes of a better life. A good job, happy dogs, and liberation from apartheid for you and your family meant the world. But it turned out horribly wrong and bitter for almost 95% of the African folks of South Africa across the board. You believed every word about your country's constitution and the psychology of human rights protection, together with its subtle intent, and all that jazz. Everything was music to your ears when Mandela was released from prison. But your trust has been violated and destroyed by a new dispensation of a breed of African politicians and their crooked party political agenda. You paid the ultimate price for the struggle, arrested, sponsored political refugees, modus operandi, sacrificed your life to make the difference, captured and detained, placed in solitary confinement, beaten, called names, kicked, battered and bruised, faceless beyond recognition, and celebrated the demise of apartheid with a broken smile in the shifting and drifting shades of time. You still came out strong and tall. Yes, I'm alive, twice and more powerful than evil magic spells and curses put together. Like concrete, I hope to be a pillar of hope for those who lost their balance and sense of purpose. Do they know about this? Yes, they do. They pretend they do not exist. I do not exist, because their mission has been accomplished, but mine just about to begin. The point is, I want to depict and reflect certain truths about us South Africans and my spiritual connection to some of my other experiences as an African, to represent glimpses of South Africa's authentic strives and thrives, my heartfelt rhythms of its biological clock in a mixture of modern day blues and its complacent melodic state of flux, or rather mental to emotional instability and insecurities of its inhabitants. Perhaps the complexities of our inability to voice our discontent with our newfound government and its leadership incompetencies is more paralyzing than the thought to keep silent makes believe we are satisfied. It's about the pride and the courage of people that stood to fight for an ideal purpose in life, who learned to stand together united by a common goal to overcome adversity and challenges beyond limits defined by destiny of a political agenda. It was through a sick and unjust system of government oppressive laws against black people, the now defunct apartheid, where black people were organized and focused on the liberation goals with a unity of purpose. My effort is to attempt to crystallize the important parables of this current and past unique blend of human strengths, the integrity of character. That reminds me of June 16, 1976, in which I yearned to paint the inner and outer kaleidoscope of my observations, while unravel but the basic unending yet intertwined mystery of its unfolding yet unlimited tapestry. This is the plan. If politics, organized crime, blue-collar syndication, and white-collar crooks and thugs can get away with murder in the way they conduct their criminal affairs, why shouldn't unsuspecting ordinary citizens do the same? It seems to be a mindset of the South African citizenship. This is probably why South Africa is plagued by fear, silence of the lambs, cholera of political mischief, and the overindulgence of power by the ruling party and their insensitive cronies. Poor governance, riots, poor education, manslaughter, rage, drunk driving, high fuel prices, child trafficking, alcohol abuse, woman abuse, sex exploitation, high blood pressure, tension and strife, shortage of housing, children molestation, unemployment, rape, mass murder, satanism, sickness, disease, HIV/AIDS, TB, fraud, political intolerance, secrecy bill, civil disobedience, load shedding, xenophobia, tsunami of obesity, overeating, ignorance, e-tolling, robberies, car hijacking, rumors, drug peddling in schools, student protest, population explosion, social unrest, high cost of living, poverty, slums, squatter camps, high interest rates, corruption in corridors of power, corruption in financial systems, insurance scams, illegal arms deals, gun smuggling, mismanagement of social grants, celebrity scandals, uncensored TV porn, internet porn, mobile operators price wars, hunger and strife, the list goes on and on. Yet, the answer or solution is not far-fetched and clear. It defies human mental comprehension of what went wrong since Mandela came out of prison. Where do we place the moral human code of proper living standards? God forbid all people are born equal and should be treated with dignity and respect. This has lost meaning and a sense of justice this country has become. Rather, everyone has adopted a new philosophy of living, me, myself and I. It has become a selfish, greedy mantra, self-centered, unappreciative, lazy, complacent, restless, impatient and arrogant attitudes. Everything is about me and the politics of the power, connectivity and strife for nepotism. This has become the new religion and mantra of the modern day obsessed South African culture, where the tweets talk teens and teens tweets like clocks, Facebook flows like water and mortar feels like butter when you scroll the home pages. It is Instagram that takes pictures and grams like ganja. Before you know it, you are hooked, as if everything revolves around you and them. Every citizen is chanting it to attract instant happiness at the expense of violating others' rights and disobeying the law. Total disregard for simple rules and law of bylaws of littering the country. It's all about debt. So are the transactions that flow in and out of our borders, unsuspecting and unsupervised. That is why I'm blogging. Until the net crashes to its last binary bit digit, my pen will continue to dance on paper to find the right chord of reality and the true meaning of life. I want to live loving life like a king, but I feel helpless and despondent. I want to pretend I'm not hating or hunting for peace and security. That is the truth. Why are you still listening to this podcast? Anyway, follow it. Listen. There's more where this came from. And a little light at the end of the tunnel. You ain't seen nothing yet until you have everything like them. Just click the button like. The journey continues. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for listening.